I was reading The Wife Upstairs by Freida McFadden, and I could not shake the feeling that I read this book before. So I went down the internet rabbit hole, and I found out that I absolutely was not the only one. The Verity similarities in this book are real. And then when you think about the book The Only One Left by Riley Sager, those similarities also felt real. And today we're going to talk all about it. Let me give you the premise of this book because I generally did enjoy reading it. I do think it was compelling, and I want it to be fair before we get into controversy. One of the main characters, Victoria Barnett, had absolutely everything you could imagine. She had a great career. She had a handsome, loving husband, a beautiful home in the suburbs, and she had a plan to fill that home with children. Life looked perfect from every single angle. Then she was in a terrible accident and everything fell apart. Now, Victoria cannot walk. She cannot feed herself or dress herself. She cannot speak. She is confined to the top floor of her home, and she has round-the-clock care. You can tell there's a story, and she is desperate to tell someone. So her husband hires Sylvia, who's going to become her daytime caregiver. But Sylvia starts to notice a few things, and it becomes quickly apparent that Victoria can do more than anybody knows. And then when Sylvia discovers Victoria's diary, what's in there is shocking and will completely alter the way you see this story. For being honest, it'll have you second guessing everybody in this book. So here's where I started to get a little skeptical. You've got a hidden diary, a woman who's been in a terrible accident who's unable to speak for herself. She hides her entire story inside a document. And then you have a house full of secrets and caregivers falling for the good-looking husband. For a second, I had to put this book down because I was not sure if I had read this before, because this reminds me of Verity so much. It just has a very similar structural DNA, and even though the manuscripts in the diary are different, the mechanics of it are the same. You've got two women, one in each book, whose versions of events are locked away in a document. You've got a caregiver uncovering it in both stories. And then in both books, the secrets reframe the entire way you're thinking. So I did what any reader does, and I took myself to the Google machine and I started researching this. Because I also recently read The Only One Left by Riley Sager, and then you have those comparisons that are oddly similar too. The caregiver dynamic, a woman who's confined to her own home who cannot communicate fully, hidden history inside the house, caregivers who become increasingly entangled with the stories. I just feel like the three of these were so interestingly similar. So I actually researched when they were all published. I'm going to put that on the screen because we know it takes so long to write a book. And even though they're oddly similar, I did still enjoy reading this book. I'm rating this book 3.5 out of 5 stars because I think I would have rated this higher had I not read Verity or The Only One Left. The atmosphere is effective. I love the twist in this book. I definitely did not see this one coming. So if you're going into this fresh, you're absolutely going to love this. But if you're like me and you've read all of these books, the structural similarities will be hard to ignore. But I still enjoyed it like I do almost every Freida McFadden book. So I want to hear from you. Drop in the comments if you've read this book, what would you rate it? And do you agree that this was just a little too similar for my liking? I'm your Unfiltered Thriller girlie, so take a second and hit that subscribe button because I share unfiltered book reviews every single week. And if you're on TikTok, follow me at The Unfiltered Bookshelf where I share book content 7 days a week. All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next book review.